Hi guys, welcome back to Dropshipping 101 by Darnay. My name is Marcellus and I'm going to be talking to you guys about, obviously, dropshipping. So if you're seeing this, you're either thinking about buying my course or you already bought it and you are ready to dive into this world of dropshipping. So before we get into the actual technicals of dropshipping and everything that I like, the actual meat and potatoes of the course, we're just going to get into some introductional stuff. Like starting off, my name is Marcellus. Like I said, some people call me Marcelli. And I am the CEO and founder of Darnay. I created this business with the purpose and the mission of helping other people achieve different financial goals or even like self-growth goals and different things like that in business, and kind of just taking everything that I've learned in college, in my own experience, and from buying tons and tons and tons of courses. I've paid so much money in education so that you basically don't have to, because I'm giving it back to you for a quarter of the price that I've ever paid. But so my purpose is kind of just help people fill that gap, that wealth gap that we're all experiencing. Times are hard these days. Inflation is high. People are not making as much as they used to. Or the dollar isn't stretching as far as it used to. So, we all got to start getting into our side hustles. And not everybody wants to work that 9-to-5 life anymore. It's a new era. So this is your opportunity to really find something that you like and hopefully turn it into a full-time career for yourself. And let's just get into me. So I'm a marketing major in college, so I have a lot of marketing experience. I've taken so many different classes, consumer behavior, persuasion, like all of it. So many different classes. I'm about to be a senior and I'm about to graduate. So at the end of all this, it's like, damn, I might as well give this information back out to people so that they can grow their own business. Because, not everyone who starts a business goes to college, and not everybody who starts like a business has someone to help them or guide them through. So as part of my business, my goal is to be that person for you. And if you are wanting to enter into the entrepreneurial space and you don't know how, or you don't know where to start, I'm here for you. I'm a resource, and I want to be able to help as many of you guys as possible. I have 4 years of dropshipping experience. I started dropshipping back in COVID. I've made maybe like over 7 different stores between Shopify and Etsy. So I definitely have some experience on just kind of how you can get started and then also the marketing too, because I went to college for marketing, duh. But I could definitely have a lot of like experience and lessons that I've learned from dropshipping that I can hopefully, help you so that you don't make the same mistakes maybe I did, because I didn't really have anybody. So yeah. And then I also have 3 years of social media marketing experience. Throughout my time making those stores, I kind of like studied different like platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and kind of like, figured out what's the best like program for trying to sell products. And I've kind of formulated this own little like strategy for myself. And that's what I'm basically going to be sharing with you guys. So that 3 years worth of social media experience, baby, it's going to help you. And then also just in school general, I took classes in digital marketing and social media marketing. The reason why marketing is so important here is because with any business, especially dropshipping, marketing is going to literally be your job. You are literally going to be in charge of the marketing for your business. So it's very, very crucial on understanding it in different ways that you can improve it and make sure that you're getting people to actually buy your products. So yeah. That's who I am. That's what I know. And that's kind of what all that information I kind of mixed and molded into this course. So what is dropshipping? Dropshipping is a business model in which a seller can sell products and have them fulfilled by a fulfillment center. So basically in the dropshipping model, all you have to be focused on is customer service and obviously the marketing of the product. You don't have to actually ship them or like put the product together. Like literally somebody else basically does that for you and basically takes it off of your hands, right? So now let's get into the pros and the cons of dropshipping. So there's a lot of pros and then there's some cons. Everything has a con to it. Everything is risky, but you got to focus on them pros and look where your opportunity is, right? So starting off, there's low starting costs for dropshipping because you don't actually have to buy all your products in bulk or wholesale. You actually are able to like kind of, use a small amount of money to get the ball rolling. It kind of has a snowball effect. Personally, the way that I do my drop shipping and stuff, I use it as more of a passive income where I invest a certain amount in the beginning and then I kind of just use sales and profit to basically kind of pay for the other expenses. Like eventually the business is supposed to pay for itself, which mine stores pretty much do. And you just basically get to keep the profit. That's kind of the method that I use. But other people, they like to just kind of bum rush their stores and just like fund it a whole bunch and then just take the profit and then call it a day. That's the good thing about drop shipping, is that you can literally do it, make the money that you need, and then get out of it, right? And that's what I was doing for a while. Like, that was basically my whole entire model, except for recently when I decided to make it a passive thing and just let it run for a longer time. But that's definitely one of the pros. No product management, so you don't have to actually, like, you know, package, ship, and worry about all of that. That is all handled for you, which really saves you a lot of time. And it also just, like, kind of releases the burden of having to do so much at once for a business, because a business is so many different parts. So this model right here will literally help you so you can cut some of those extra additional steps out of your process and kind of just make the ball roll a little faster. You know what I'm saying? So then another pro, personally for me, it's customer service based. So all you really have to do is make sure that you're keeping an eye out on your customer service. If customers are contacting you and stuff like that, if you're good at that and handling those type of like jobs and objectives, then this is definitely going to be for you. Just because simply, to me, customer service is easy because most people are just asking really random questions and it's either yes or no. It's either I can help you or I can't. Majority of the times you can help them. So don't let customer service scare you or anything. You'll be fine, I promise. And then also, it's, like I said, a small investment for a big return. With dropshipping, with everything in life, the effort that you put in is the effort that you're going to get. Obviously, the more money that you put in, the more money that you can see. But that reward comes with a risk, and you always have to be careful with that. But essentially, with dropshipping, the model allows for a small investment. So you can be making really good, like, passive income off of this without having to shell out a whole couple bands or something. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. And then now let's get into some of the cons. So some of the cons sometimes can be that there can be high unit costs, which means that each individual product might cost a little bit more. Since every product is made one at a time, like made to order, sometimes the pricing can be a little bit higher. But me personally, we'll talk about how you can avoid, like how you can, you know, balance that out a little bit with your pricing. And then also unreliable manufacturers. This mostly applies to people who might want to go use Alibaba. If you want to go use Alibaba for your drop shipping, you are more than welcome to. I will not be teaching that because personally, I don't like Alibaba at all. Like, I had a hard time using it because of a lot of manufacturers not being, like, really good. Some of them cut corners, like, especially if you want to have low investment costs. You're gonna get what you pay for with that. So you got to be really careful with that. And then also shipping times can vary because sometimes things come from different countries. So that could be a little bit of a downside for customers. And kind of like, you know, people want their shit today. This is the era of Amazon. So people just want their stuff today. And it can be a little difficult, but I don't let that stop me, and you shouldn't let it either. And then also quality control. Just because the product goes straight from the manufacturer to the customer, you don't actually get to see what the product looks like when it's done. But the fact that I'm giving you guys two manufacturers basically that can drop ship your products, I think that they're pretty trustworthy and they're pretty good at them. And when we get into them more, I'll kind of show you how you can filter in better products and like make sure that you're actually getting the good stuff, right? But that's basically the pros and cons. Let's move forward. So first, I'm just going to talk about everything that we're going to cover in this course. So before we even get into that, I just want to say everything that I have is structured in a way that I felt like it was the best to teach. But as you go through this course and you start to, like, you know, build your store, look for products, you can obviously, you're going to always have access to this. You can obviously just go back and do things in your own order, right? If you need to find a product before you actually start planning your business, then you can do that. You can always skip ahead and you can always skip back. You can watch it and do it as it goes. You can watch it and then go back and watch it again and then do it as it goes. You could do this however you want, but all I know is that all the information is here, and my main goal was just to make sure that everything was here and structured in a way at least that I would understand it. And that's kind of like the point here. But let's get into it. Starting off with business planning, we're going to do business planning, talking about planning out the business, logos, banners, and just what you need for like the general look of the website, because you're gonna need all these pieces. So you might as well have them planned out and ready to go so that when it comes time to build a website, all you got to do is upload them on. And it's really easy that way. Then we're going to get into Etsy. After that, we're going to start getting into Etsy and Printify tutorials. So that's where I'm going to literally show you how to set everything up from scratch. So it's going to be like I'm walking you right through it. We're literally going to do it together. And then we're going to talk about the design process on Etsy. So one thing about Etsy is a lot of their products with the manufacturer that I'm going to show you, you're going to have to design your own like pictures and stuff like that and then put them on the product. But there's other ways to do it, and I'm going to explain those tools that you can use so that you maybe don't even have to design. You can honestly, like, with some of the tools, you can honestly just put a picture up, and it's really, really easy. And then we're going to talk about publishing products on Etsy, so making your products public and start, like, you know, putting them on the marketplace. And then finally for Etsy, we're going to talk about Etsy marketing specifically, because Etsy marketing has like a whole campaign program, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that and how you guys can get that budget started and everything that you need to know about how that works. Then we're going to get into Shopify, where we're going to talk about Shopify and what the benefits of that are. Then we'll talk about Zendrop, which is basically the manufacturer for Shopify. And I'm going to teach you guys how to use it, how to manage returns, stuff like that. And then we're going to go into building the store tutorial. So I'm literally going to teach you how to build a store. I think that video right there is probably going to be like one of the longer ones, just because building a store, it kind of takes a couple hours. Like, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but I'm going to walk you through it step by step so that you can have a fully functioning and nice store, because you need to have a nice store. Ain't nobody want to buy from no rinky dink. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to talk about general social media marketing. And I put that under, like, you know, Spotify. You know, the yellow is Spotify, green is, or the orange is Spotify, the green is Etsy. But that can apply to both. You can use social media marketing for both drop shipping strategies. Me personally, I only use the marketing campaign on Etsy, but that's just me because I just use it as passive income, which means I don't actively want to keep doing extra stuff for it. Like, it just works for me that way. But if you really want to scale and be serious and jump all in, and you really want to make this business last, or you really want to build this business up, that's why we're going to go through general marketing. And then second to last, we're going to talk about other tools. So these are going to be other tools and suggestions that you can use on your store to make it better. I'm not going to like walk through anything specific, but I'm just going to give you different apps, different resources, and things that I feel like you can implement into your store just to improve certain things and aspects when it comes to conversions and, you know, abandoned cart and all of that stuff. And then finally, we're just going to talk about my personal tips for you going into drop shipping. And it's going to be like that. It's not going to be that long. These are like 12 different modules. Everything's going to be like very simple. I'm going to break things down before I even show you, because I really want you guys to understand, like, when it comes to drop shipping, I think one of the best ways to like really do it big is to eventually have like at least multiple stores. Like, most people that drop ship, they have at least 3 different stores with 3 different products that look like 3 different industries, 3 different markets. And that's really how you can start to like really scale fast, right? Because with dropshipping, you can scale really, really fast your business from a small business to a big business. So I'm just going to give you all my tips and my advice, and, you know, give you guys some, you know, a little sprinkle of some, you know, extras and some, you know, things that I learned on my journey of dropshipping, just so that you guys can be better prepared for what it is that you're walking into. And yeah, that's basically the introduction. I hope that that was like, you know, I hope that that was like a good little start, just so you can get your feet wet and just understand what it is that we're doing here and what it is that we're about to like, we're about to get it popping in here, okay? We're all trying to get to a bag. We're all trying to get somewhere. And honestly, dropshipping to me is one of the things that I love. It's one of those side hustles that I personally love it. I think it's just I think everyone should have a dropshipping store, simply because it's just so easy. And it's like, once you get the hang of it, it is so easy. And it's like, you never know what can happen with one of your stores. Like, you can really find a golden item that can really like really change your life. So I feel like the opportunity is so there. And let's just see, you just might be one of the ones that actually, you know, does something really big with their business. But with that being said, with no further ado, that was the introduction, and I welcome you to this module. I welcome you to this whole course. I really hope that you find something and take away from it. I really hope that, you know, you really implement this into your life, because it's a great opportunity. And congratulations to you on investing in yourself today, and investing in my program, and investing in essentially me, because I'm trying, y'all. I literally just want you to be successful and be the best version of yourself. But with that being said, I'm gonna cut this off, and you guys can move on to the next module. Like, let's get into this.